So many companies in the UK are going crazy on age verification right now, and there are many questions as to whether or not it's actually being used with the right intent. When I made this video, I said this, and deletes all the data after the checks are complete. However, it begs the question, is that an entirely honest statement right there? Because we've seen this before. Let's just say for Discord, for example, when they had that security incident, Discord recently discovered an incident where an unauthorized party compromised one of our third-party vendors. Well, it seems that that didn't actually last that long at all. I went on X the other day and found out that Discord has announced that it's cutting ties with Persona, the AI software they used for agent identity verification. Now, you'll probably read this and think that it poses even more questions, and I absolutely agree, because the question is, like, why are they doing this? By law, they have to ask you to verify their age, not because that company wants you to, but they're being given strict rules by the actual government of that country to, identify their age. So the fact that they've stopped it all of a sudden is also adding extra questions, which they did a post about, to try and clear things up. Number one, adding more verification options. We already had alternatives in development, including credit card verification. We'll complete and expand those before scaling globally, so you have more options you're comfortable with. Now, just before I go into any more of them, credit card verification? Really? Like, obviously, okay, if you're in the UK, so you obviously got your debit card and a credit card, right? Well, not all of you might have a credit card, but if you do, this might seem quite worrying. Like, why would you have your credit card on there? Do they refer to the credit card as both the debit and credit card, or solely just a credit card on its own? If that's the case, that is pretty worrying. Of course, you've got people who might pay for Discord Nitro or Boosts or whatever it is. I never really know what the subscription system, how that works on Discord, because I don't really use it that often. But if you was to connect your credit card to verify your age, I would say that adding your credit card poses the same exact risk as it does if you were to verify your age via your government ID or whatever that may be. Number two, vendor transparency. We'll document every verification vendor and their practices on our website and make it clear in the product who each vendor is. We've also set a new requirement. Any partner offering facial age estimation must perform it entirely on device. If they don't meet that bar, we won't work with them. So they've explicitly said if they don't match it on device, they will not work with them. They've said that pretty firmly. So whether or not they stick with that, it's a different question in itself. But the fact that they've kind of done it on a public post in a public forum, then yeah, you kind of hope they would stick with that, right? Number three, a new spoiler channel option. We know many communities use age-restricted channels, not for adult content, but for topics people prefer to engage with on their own terms. Spoilers, politics, and heavier conversations. We're building a dedicated spoiler channel option so communities don't have to age-gate their server just to give members that choice. Number four, a technical blog post before global launch. We'll publish a detailed post explaining how our automatic age determination systems work, including the signal categories and privacy constraints, so you can evaluate our approach for yourself. So I guess that's, kind of great, right? They're going to add extra communication before they make these changes. Extra confirmation beforehand, before they implement these new changes, goes a very long way for the fan base. But again, the question still remains, like, is it going to be worth verifying your age to these companies? And lastly, number five, age assurance data in our transparency reports. We'll include how many users we're asked to verify, what methods they used, and how often our automated systems handle it without any user action. So that's basically more of the case for, like, if they get audited or the government asks them how many people they've actually verified, through their government ID, then they have that data to provide to the government if they need to provide it with. Whether or not they publicize that quite a lot, I don't know. I know a lot of companies probably choose not to do that purely because, for GDPR reasons and stuff like that. So it all depends on kind of what data they store. And I have to be honest, I don't think it will be great data. That's why when Minecraft started to ask to verify your age, I have kindly rejected that. I have not actually done that. And if you notice as well, many of these companies that are implementing age verification practices aren't actually restricting a lot of that service. So for example, let's say Minecraft, for instance, right? You can still play online Minecraft. You can still play in Minecraft servers. However, the only thing you can't do if you don't verify your age is simply, message people in chat or anything like that, which many people can happily use third-party services such as Discord, for example, to do that. Maybe that's why they're also being pushed to ask people to verify their age as well, so people don't really have ways of getting around that. I also saw a response to this tweet that said Discord saying they cut ties with Persona is like a bank saying they cut ties with the guy who already stole a vault. I mean, it is kind of true, right? If you think about, again, there were many questions about how Persona were dealing with all of this information. So technically, they're calling Persona the bank, and also the company who walked away with the vault. I mean, it's kind of true if you think about it, but at the same time, we don't know. We don't know if it is true. So, yeah, there's definitely that question there, because we can't say for sure. Like, they say, oh yeah, this data will be deleted, but how can we prove that? They've said that, but they haven't necessarily proved it in some way. Now, obviously, whether or not they can prove it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the process would be for that. But yeah, it does make you question, are they just lying to us? Or have they actually deleted the data since now they've cut ties? Also, another post by Wumpus Central that is important for me to include because it includes the global age verification rollout for Discord. So I'll put it on screen right now so you guys can read it. I won't go through it because I do want to talk about something similar. Obviously, Discord is a chat system for gamers or anyone, right? But it makes you question that if Discord have cut ties with their third-party vendor, their age verification vendor, then will Minecraft do this very same thing? Discord claims that they made this change because people had a lot of questions about it and they wanted to be more transparent about the changes. Thus, therefore, they kind of got rid of it and they're implementing a brand new rollout eventually. This, to my knowledge, is the first company that's actually done that, and whether or not it still remains the same when they, roll it out again is a different story in itself. Personally, I don't think you should still really verify your age. You should look into it, figure out what features you will lose access to first, but you need to seriously think about it. Next time that a company asks you to verify your age, would it be worth it? But the fact that Discord has actually got rid of it for now, and they're going to, re-roll it out again in the future. I don't even know if that's a word, by the way, re-roll. But I'm trying to say that it makes me question whether Minecraft or Mojang or Microsoft or whoever you want to, pronounce them as, will actually do the same thing as to what Discord has done. Now, obviously, people will probably be like, oh no, they definitely won't, like it's Microsoft we're talking about. And I kind of get that as well. It's very in the unknown. Like, if you ask me, would Microsoft revert the changes for now and then add it back once they feel it's safer for people to verify their age? If you ask me that question, I'd say probably maybe. Now, obviously, if Notch still owned Minecraft, do you think he would implement these changes or force people in any way? I'm pretty sure I know a lot of your answers, whereas now Microsoft own it, a lot of people are questioning whether or not they'll do this same thing for Minecraft. If they claim to care about what their players feel like about these changes, then surely they would consider it, right? And I'm sure a lot of people have already kind of put this to them that, hey, look, Discord have done this, we're not happy with your age verification systems, so should you do the same thing? It's very, it's interesting what the conversation is like right now, I will be honest, but again, it's unknown. We have no idea what these companies are going to do with it, or how they're going to implement it, any way, shape or form. It's just the case of, look, we've got age verification processes, and this is how it's going to be. Now, again, it is not down to the companies. It's not because the companies such as Discord or Microsoft or Minecraft want to do this thing. It's just the fact that they have been given strict rules from the government in the country, for instance, the UK, that they need to verify people's ages. So I'm not blaming the companies in any way, but also we would like to hear some more transparency, and not just hear some transparency. If they can show us without exposing or breaching any GDPR, then that would be very helpful and will give peace of mind to the community, and maybe even result in more people verifying their age. People have a right to be questioning these processes. People have rights to decide whether or not they want to send their ID or not. It is personal data at the end of the day, and the fact that obviously Minecraft are asking for it, I mean, I get it. If they've been given strict rules from the government, I absolutely get it. But for me, personally, like, trying to verify my identification, my government-backed ID, to play a video game I've always wanted to play, it doesn't really sit right with me. And obviously, there is that question there of like, is this for protection or is it just for surveillance? Now, quickly on surveillance, I did see this post on X as well that I want to include from No to Digital ID that says Discord has officially cut ties with Persona, the Peter Thiel-backed ID verification firm, after massive user backlash over privacy risks, surveillance ties, exposed code linked to government servers, and a recent breach. The short-lived UK test is over, data deleted, and Persona is no longer a vendor. Team by default safety features roll on globally, but without them for now. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. What do you think to that? I mean, it's really unclear what's going on at this moment in time, honestly. Like, I'm in the UK myself, and I'm just thinking, like, really? Like, they claim it's for protecting children online, which, okay, I get it. If it was actually for that, I completely respect the decision. But without this transparency and this kind of unknown approach to it, it is kind of like, okay, are they just trying to spy on us or control us in some way? There are those questions there. Obviously, you get those people who are like, oh yeah, this topic again. But people who say that are the same people who aren't really questioning the legitimacy of these processes, which you have to do, for the people. In all honesty, you need that transparency for everyone, not just yourself. It's clear that these age verification processes are not working in the slightest, and if they are, then they're only working for a certain amount of time because, again, Xbox UK age verification launch locks out thousands of players. Many users face ongoing issues, sudden sign-outs during gameplay, failed verification attempts, and restricted access to social features. Microsoft confirms on their support page that they are aware of problems with the UK age assurance experience and are working to resolve them. By the way, I love the UK age assurance experience. It makes it sound glorious, right? But then, obviously, there's this screenshot of, like, asking them how you want to confirm your age. But yeah, it's already broken, and I don't play on Xbox or anything like that, but obviously because Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, it affects the entirety of their servers. For instance, I tried to load up Minecraft last night, and I got greeted with this. I was trying to connect my Microsoft account to the game, and it simply would not let me. And when I tried to click circle to try and get off the menu to eventually play Minecraft offline without a Microsoft account, it wouldn't let me. I literally had to fully restart the game purely because the way they implemented these age verification systems broke their entire services to the point where I couldn't actually play Minecraft online at all. Like, supposedly, you're supposed to be able to play online even if you don't verify your age, but the fact that I loaded into Minecraft last night because the Microsoft services were down and it wouldn't let me sign into a Microsoft account at all to play online, does make you question, doesn't it? Of like, is that a glitch, or is this going to be a thing that happens, very continuously, such as, like, let's say Minecraft Realm services going down, for instance? It does make you question that. If it's a one-off, then fair enough. But at the same time, I do think they need to kind of slowly review how they're actually implementing these processes. Now, on top of all of the questions and the posts I've seen, there is just one more I did want to include from this company in Switzerland that are apparently an advanced privacy company or whatever they may be. I've personally never heard of them, but they did write a post on Twitter that said, "Hey UK, there are ways to verify facts like age that don't violate people's privacy. Search zero knowledge proofs. Oh wait, forgot the point was surveillance and not protection. Our bad." So yeah, I mean, the UK's even getting looked down on by other companies in different countries right now. Although there is one thing that I did hear, and again, I'm not sure how true it is, but I will do more research on it, and if it deems to be true, then I'll do another video on it. But there is something I did hear that apparently this isn't just going to be happening in the UK. Apparently it is going to be a thing that's happening worldwide eventually, and whether or not those countries have different kind of restrictions or not, I'm not sure. If you're in a different country right now, other than the UK, let me know if you're also being asked to verify your age. I'm very curious about that, because I have seen odd posts here and there where people are saying that they have been asked, but again, you don't know what's true on social media nowadays. But anyway, I will leave that with you. There are many questions on how this is all taking place, so let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. I've made many videos on this. In fact, I've made 2 different ones on the, the sole age verification processes, but also Minecraft's quote-unquote safety council as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, click subscribe, and also share it with your friends. And if you do want to watch those 2 videos that I've made around age verification, I highly recommend watching them. Then click them on screen right now to go over there.